Hey guys, what's up? IrishEmerald here, coach of your Wexford Wailords, and welcome to our UBL Season 3 draft recap, where we're going to be giving you guys the winning roster. I'm telling you right now, I'm calling right now, we're winning this outright. We're going to be giving you guys the winning roster for the UBL this season, and of course, the new additions to the Wexford Wailords franchise. So hopefully you guys are going to be excited to see what we picked up, what we're drafting, what we're going to be using this season, and all that kind of good stuff. Smash the like button down below for me if you are hyped as much as I am. But quick kind of lowdown as to what the draft was this time around the UBL. So we had a custom kind of draft tier system. So we were given 1,000 points. Tiers range from 200 to 20. We have to draft 11 Pokemon. Mega Pokemon obviously allowed us to gain some points back if we drafted a low tier Mega, but there was also a minus 20 point tier Mega as well. So some of the really high end Megas, they were up there in that tier. So it was definitely going to be a bit more of a trickier draft, trying to get through, go through this point system, figure it all out. But I feel like we've done very, very well, guys. I feel like we've done very, very well. I'm really liking the roster and all that kind of good stuff. For more information about the draft or what have you, if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below, or go check out the website. You can see it over that way. The website link is over there, and definitely make sure to follow the relative socials for the UBL season. The UBL league. Anyways, guys. We started off as the number 8 overall pick, so we were going to be slap bang in the middle of every single round that came along. So there's good and bad in that. It meant that it was, we were always going to get something really good round 1, but it was going to be kind of very hard to kind of plan or trying to like get nice combos, because if you had started draft you get something really powerful, but if you ended the draft you get nice combos. So we were kind of slap bang in the middle of that, but I think we done very, very well. And for round 1, I'm really surprised this fell to us. Being number 8, I'm shocked this fell to us. But somehow, some way, Lando T fell to us in round 1, and I am shocked. So once I saw Lando T was still on the board, I was like, we're going for this thing. This is being picked up immediately. Lando T's it could just do everything. It just can do absolutely everything on anybody's team. It can fill out any role. We get a rocker or defogger. We can get U-turn abilities. We have the potential to run a special set. We have so much we can do with Lando T. It's absolutely insane. So when I saw that I was still on the board, it's like one of the best Pokemon in Draft League format. It's a top 5 pick. Came to me at number 8. This was a no-brainer. This had to be picked up, and that's exactly what we did. It's the first time I get to use Lando T in draft form as well, so I'm really excited to get my hands on it and mold it. And as you guys probably know on my channel, I'm not one that really goes gun-ho on using Lando T whenever I play OU. I always try to stay away from it. So the fact that I actually get the Pokemon that is the most used one, the most broken Pokemon you can get in this format, I am absolutely thrilled to bits. And hopefully we can have a lot of fun with it. And the fact that we got Lando T so early has just gives us such a really good, solid foundation to build on for the rest of the draft. 200 points, so it was like the highest cost possible, but for me, it was worth it. Next up after that, I figured, right, let's try and find something that was still going to be a very good Pokemon, very versatile Pokemon that can be used in conjunction with Lando T, and it can be very easy to help build our squad around in later on. And I noticed an old favourite of mine still lying around, and I said, you know what, let's pick it up, why not? Because a few of the other things I was kind of having my eye on went, and that was Starman the Rocchi. So Starman's finally is going to be coming back home to us. It's felt like forever since I was able to use Rocchi. So Starman is finally coming back home. If you guys have been around on the channel for a long time, you will remember I've used Rocchi plenty of times. Love this thing to bitch, but I haven't been able to use it in Gen 7 draft leagues at all. So the fact that I got my hands back on Rocchi and the madness that's going to ensue from it, I cannot wait. The wish support I'm going to get, and more U-turn ability, and we get a couple of other nice bits and pieces as well. SareneGrace is just nothing to be snuffed at on top of all that. So we get an awful lot of really nice versatility and utility with Rocchi, that we'll be able to kind of run so many different things week on week. So Rocchi can literally come every week and just fill different roles for our team that we need it to be, and that's absolutely fantastic. I love it. So this is why he's a star. You know what I mean? So this is why he's a star. But anyways, straight off the bat, we got Lando T and Rocchi. Very, very happy with that. But Rocchi and Lando T cost an awful lot of points. They were very, very expensive. I'm down to 620 points already, where I started off with 1,000. So I'm after spending big early. So I knew I was going to have to start reining in my costs here and start going for good value picks already so early on, just to try and offset the cost so I can get a really good balanced squad overall. So with that, with our third round pick, we went for Primarina as our third round pick. I'm never wholly sold on Primarina, but I decided to give Primarina a really good go this time around, simply because it's a really bulky Pokemon. It's got two type moves that I really want: water and fairy. I get a bulky water type, and I get a really good fairy type. Luckily, Rocchi can carry the wish passing support that a lot of other fairies have, so I wasn't too worried about my fairy type not getting that. And the fact that Primarina can act as an insane wall breaker is something that I was really looking for. I didn't want to just draft a lot of bulk and not have it being able to put an awful lot of pressure on teams. The fact that Primarina can put an awful lot of pressure on teams with its dual stab is really, really nice for me. So I decided to pick it up. 100 points, definitely going to be worthwhile. And like the fact that, you know, Rocchi doesn't really like ground types or fire types, and Primarina can come in on those very, very easily. It worked for me. It really, really worked for me. But after that, guys, it came back around to round 4. And the big problem on my team right now is I don't really have too much speed. Primarina is very slow, and Rocchi and Lando T kind of fit in a very similar speed tier. And everyone else around me was drafting an awful lot of speed. So we've gotten 2 Stealth Rocker users. I wasn't too worried about Hazard's control just yet. The speed, the elite speed issue was becoming a major problem for me. And I didn't want to go and get something that was really high or really expensive like Weavile, because that was going to really hinder my draft. And I didn't want to go and waste my Mega on a fast Pokemon, because all the good Megas that had elite speed were already gone. So I was really trying to pay attention to what was going to be a really good value pick for me that will give me elite speed. And that's the reason why on round 4 we picked up Sparks, our Jolteon. And potentially a bit of a reach in round 4. Potentially a bit of a reach, you could argue, going for Jolteon round 4. But with the state of play with the rest of the drafts, the fact that everyone else had picked up good elite speed and good elite speed options was dwindling for us, was definitely becoming an issue. Like Aerodactyl was still not going on, but I already have Lando T. I don't want Aerodactyl then, if you kind of catch my drift. So it was kind of becoming a big issue for us. But luckily, Jolteon was there, readily available. And we said we'd pick it up. Jolteon with Quick Feet allows me to pretty much outspeed anything that's going to be coming against my team, which is absolutely fantastic. I get Respectable Special Attack stat, which allows me to actually revenge kill some mons on top of all this, so that works very, very nicely for me. And like, you know, fast electric types have been a staple of draft format ever since its inception, so no harm in trying to pick up another fast electric type to just go along with all of that. So that was the reason behind Jolteon. Round 5 then came around, and I realised that I really needed some hazard, a bit more hazard support. Like Lando T's got defog, but I wanted something that was going to be able to do it as well, so that Lando T isn't going to be forced to run defog the whole time, so Lando T can do Lando T kind of things. So I looked around at what we can get. I wanted, again, something that was a good value pick, because you know points become a bit of an issue. And I wanted to fill out with some Fire Water Grass cores, some Steel Fairy Dragon cores, that kind of thing. So I definitely want to kind of see what was knocking around there that can fit all that. And luckily, Archer the Decidueye was knocking around for 100 points, and that gives me good solid defog ability and gives me 1 turn reliable recovery. I have no Pokemon that has like 1 turn reliable recovery, because Wish obviously is 2 turn, but I have Decidueye now that has Roost. I get access to priority. I've more U-turn ability. Like the amount of switch initiative I have on my team is really, really nice right now. I'm loving that. I can really put pressure on teams by just constantly switching around my team and then bringing in Lando T at the opportune moment to just nuke something. And the fact that the Decidueye can trap something and wear it out is really, really nice. I could trap something, Lead Seed at Roost, and just wear it out and beat it 1v1, and I'm really, really liking that. So I figured the utility the Decidueye gave me was absolutely fantastic. Not your most bulkiest Pokemon, but the bit of utility you kind of get with the Decidueye is what it's really known for. And it gives me a ground resist as well, because I had no ground resist. And I was starting to get a bit of a ground weakness, so getting that ground resist was money. Right, guys, after that, we came back around to us, and there was rumours or mutterings of the coach who's after me in the draft of picking up their Mega, and he kind of hinted he wanted the Mega I wanted. So recently you've seen me in drafts, I haven't really gone go getting a Mega very early on. I tend to pick the most powerful Pokemon that's available to me around 1 and try and build around that. And I spotted 1 Mega that was going to fit perfectly on my team. And the big problem was that this Mega was going to be signed if I didn't pick it up round 6. So I decided that round 6 we are picking it no matter what, just to secure it. And we picked up Mega Heracross this season. And this is a Pokemon I've been tempted to use once or twice. and I've never really gotten a chance to, but I'm going to give it a real go now because I feel like it pairs up beautifully with Lando T and a lot of all the other stuff I got in my squad. So Mega Heracross can come in on any ground type attack, no problem whatsoever, and we have a ridiculously high physical attack stat. Like the attacks that we have means we pretty much, it's very similar to Mega Gallade. We do not need to invest in attack for us to be able to do damage. Like our attack stat, like 252 Adamant Low Punny does not eclipse an uninvested Mega Heracross attack stat. That is insane. Like that's the kind of damage of what we're going to be doing here. With Skill Link as well, we're going to be getting massive hits off. You know, we're going to be able to break through subs. With the bulk we have, we're going to be able to have set up with Mega Heracross. We're going to be able to do an insane amount of work with this. But we have a Pokemon coming on ground types, scared about. We have a Pokemon coming on dark types with Rocchi, beat them. We're going to have a few other bits and pieces as well. We have Jolteon that can kind of beat the flying types that Mega Heracross doesn't like, and Lando T can kind of come in on them. Rocchi can deal with them flying types as well. So we got so many nice good things here, and the synergy there with Mega Heracross, and plus we get another 20 points there with that, which is absolutely fantastic. So I can't complain whatsoever about that. After that, guys, I was looking around and I knew I needed a fire type to round up a fire water grass core. I haven't forgot about Steel Fire Dragon yet, but I wanted to get a fire type as well. And there was one fire type I was looking at that had a speed tier between 110 and 120, and I was lacking that speed tier. And options for that speed tier were starting to dwindle down massively at this point. So I said we're going to go for this fire type, and it's also going to give me a grounded poison type, and that is going to be Ivy the Salazzle. So Salazzle is going to give me a really good special offensive threat that was kind of also missing as well. I get Nasty Plot access, I get the speed tier I was really wanting. This fits really, really nicely, and it only cost me 100 points on top of all that. So from like round 3 to round 7, we've really gotten, like, for me, good solid Pokemon for relatively good cheap for a cheap cost, and that allows us to really open up doors for us later on in the draft to be able to kind of get some really nice stuff. And we complete a fire water grass course. So really, really nice. Toxic spikes aren't a problem either with having Salazzle on our team. Right, this next pick, guys, you're going to be wondering what it is, but you're kind of going to be questioning it. But our next pick is going to be Stoutland. General the Stoutland is back. I haven't used Stoutland in a long, long time in draft format. I think it was back when my second league on this channel. So it's been a long, long time. 40 points, 80 base speed. But the main reason I drafted Stoutland is that I had looked at my remaining speed and what was remaining in the draft, and I knew that getting a bit of sand offense cheaply with Gigalith and Stoutland would be huge value for points, and as well it gives me another little thing I could have in my back pocket for my team. So I knew I wanted Stoutland and Gigalith, and I had seen that OPJellicent had drafted Hippowdon very recently. I think it was like round 7 when it came to him, because his pick was before mine, round 7. So I knew coming back up when it came back to me on the snake style draft that if I let Stoutland go, there was a high chance that Jelly was just going to pick it up, and that was going to absolutely obliterate any sand offense idea I had. So I knew that if I drafted Gigalith first, he was going to pick up Stoutland next, and if I let Stoutland go, he was going to get Stoutland potentially with his next 2 picks. So I said, screw all this, let's secure Stoutland, let's give me that stand offense, and let's roll with that. And for 40 points, that is really, really cheap. You can probably guess what my 9th pick is then at that point. I did go for Gigalith for my 9th pick, just to kind of get that sand core secured and rock out with it. I'm really, really liking that offense now. If you kind of look at my team, we have a bunch of things that just do so much different things for each other, and I'm loving it. Like, we got an awful lot of switch initiative, and then we got a sand offensive core at the end. But Gigalith can, as a standalone Pokemon, do an awful lot of work and set up rocks. So we have another rocker as well, and I'm really, really liking what we've got here. And we've got Rocchi that can wish pass into a couple of these bulky Pokemon to make life absolutely easy for them. So really, really liking what we got here from rounds 8 and 9, and for again only spending 100 points over those 2 picks has become a real feather in our cap for round 10 and round 11. Round 10 came around, and you guys are probably looking and wondering, Irish, you were talking about this Steel Fire Dragon core a wee while ago, and you got nothing. So what's the story with your dragon? And guys, I hadn't forgotten about the dragon, and I'm pretty sure, guys, you're going to like what we're going to be getting. But we're picking up, for the first time in Wexford Wailords history, we're picking up Mac Daddy the Haxorus. 120 points. I decided to spend the money on Haxorus this time around, guys. I decided to spend the money. there was a good few dragons knocking around at this point in the draft still. Como was still available, Guja was still available, Haxorus was still available, Salamence was still available, but I couldn't afford it at the time. But there was an awful lot of really good dragons still available. But I decided to go with Haxorus over any other option because it fitted my team the best. I wanted another offensive presence. I didn't really feel like we needed to get any more bulk. Like, I have an awful lot of like good like offensive bulk with Primarina, Decidueye, Mega Heracross, Gigalith, Rocchi as well. And I felt like I really wanted something that was just going to absolutely terrify teams. So Guja, that put Guja out of the race. And I didn't want to go for Como again because I got Mega Heracross, so there's no point in like trying to pick up multiple fairy weaknesses here and trying to force Rocchi to kind of do an awful lot of work and multiple flying weaknesses. So I said, let's just park Como as well. And besides, if I need a fighting type, Mega Heracross is going to do the work because it hits harder. So that's the idea behind it. So we decided to bring Haxorus. I think it's 147 base attack. It's bonkers. I get Mold Breaker as well, so I'm breaking through a lot of stuff. With everybody, against teams, and it's just going to be a threat that everyone's going to have to prepare for. Last race, guys, we had 20 points remaining, so we were dipping into the lowest possible tier, and I think we have found a gem, an absolute gem. I was looking around, and I found this spot on, and I was like, this thing is coming home with us, because this thing is nuts. And we are picking up Mini Bubbles, the Duosion, to round off our draft, you guys. Duosion we're picking up because there's a few Pokemon that was drafted that I'm actually quite afraid of. Just you know, paranoia really, that I know that Duosion can just deal with at any point. If like we're going up against Infernape, Denitos, anything like that that has insane amount of coverage, that can hit on both sides, that and that is going to be that's going to be able to hit hard and fast and going to be tough to take down. Duosion is going to be the Pokemon that can come in and eat all those hits, because we got the Evolite, I got the Regenerate, I got Magic Guard, I got all these nice abilities, I got 125 base special attack, I'm going to be able to nuke things. So I got the Evolite both with Regenerate, with Recover, with all of these nice bits and pieces for 20 points. It's absolutely nuts. I also have Trick Room. I can run Trick Room on my Duosion. I have it, and it has as another offensive presence at the end. So for me, I saw this at 20 points. I'm like, this is a bit of a bargain. Like, this, I'm taking Duosion, hands down. And this is going to be able to kind of fill that little bit of a defensive gap I was a little bit worried about. And it's going to be perfect. And we get a Regenerate mod. Can't complain about that. Cannot complain about that. I actually can't believe that was 20 points. I think we literally stole that mod from that draft, or from that tier for sure. But for me, guys, overall, that's the team, as you guys can see right there on the right hand side of your screen. I'm really liking it. I think the amount of win cons we have in our team is just fantastic. Like every week, much like in the MPL. By the way, guys, MPL, we're still in the playoffs, so make sure you definitely check that out. But every week, just like in the MPL, in the UBL this season, it's not going to be a case where I'm going to have to be forced to kind of try and get two Pokemon to just be my win cons week in, week out. I have win cons across the board. I have Lando, I got Rocchi, I got Mega Heracross, I got Slazzle, I got with Nasty Plot, I got the Sand Offense, I got Haxorus that can wall break and sweep. I got and I got some nice niche things as well. I got Jolteon that can revenge kill. I got Trick Room shenanigans with Duosion. I'm really liking all of that. Probably one downfall of the team is that I'm lacking a little bit in hazard removal, just a little bit, and I definitely will admit to that. But I think we can maybe make do with what we got, and if hazard support becomes a major issue, we will fix it. But I definitely feel like overall, like with Lando T and Decidueye, we can definitely work with Defog, and with the amount of rock setters we have, we should be able to kind of figure it out. Hopefully. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up here today. If you guys are hyped for this incoming UBL season, make sure to smash the like button down below for me. You guys let me know what you think of the team, the roster, what you liked and didn't like, any weaknesses you see that could potentially be a problem. You guys let me know. I'd love to hear the feedback. And yeah, definitely go check out the UBL content and all its creators in the description down below. I'm gonna have links to all of them down below. And yeah, if you want to see more Wexford Wailords action coming on this channel and more content channel, please smash that subscribe button down below for me and click the bell icon. That was it. But yeah, on that, you guys, I am going to get up out of here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.